Total non-stop tier list. We're back, guys, with another wrestling tier list here on Folk Wrestling. This time we're doing a TNA World Champions tier list. We'll be ranking all the TNA World Champions, I believe, since the TNA World Heavyweight Championship belt first came out in 2006, or was it 2007? I think it was 2006. I'll go with 2006. And I believe it's up to the most recent 2020 champion. I do not believe the latest champion, Rich Swann, is included. And to be honest, that's no big deal. Could have been in a terrible bracket anyway. I don't think there's an issue with Rich Swann no being there. As per usual, we will go from left to right. This is in no particular order. Everyone that's held the TNA World title since 2006 to 2020 is on this list. And
So no NWA then?
I don't believe so, no. So Christian, unfortunately, he didn't make it. Although if it was one right now, he's the current champ. Oh, that's Impact.
That's mad to think he never held it.
But I believe the Impact counts as well, because I seen the Impact belt on a few people's shoulders as well. So anyway, here we go, guys. TNA / Impact World Heavyweight Champions. There's the God tier, there's great, there's okay, there's boring, and then there's terrible. You know what? Well, see, boring. I'm not going to change boring, because boring, I don't think it is a level. I think boring is more like a kind of feeling. Right? So we'll change boring for bad. Right?
Yes.
I think that's more appropriate. And yeah, so it's not on about one particular reign. If you had 2 reigns, 3 reigns, it all counts, right? You were either, fucking world champion or you weren't. So there's no need to go into specific reigns. It's about your tenure as the champion. And with that said, we're going to kick off with the only guy I believe who got a black and white picture. Why, I do not know. But we'll start off with Sami Callihan. Take it away, Stevie, since I know you're a big, massive fan of Sami.
Fucking terrible.
Right, why?
He's just shit. And that goes for more or less anyone that's held this belt in the recent years, man. Nah. See that? Nah, he's just shit.
Well, that was in depth.
It fucking was in depth. See that spot he did with the baseball bat and he cracked that guy right in the face? I mean, that alone belongs
Should have been fired for that, right?
I mean, I don't know.
There you go, terrible.
Well, who did he win for? Who did he beat for the belt? Couldn't name you one thing he defended it against.
I think he beat Chris Sabin. Oh no, Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards.
So there's Chris Sabin and Eddie Edwards on this list.
Yep.
Right, moving on.
Up next we have the marvellous one, Bobby Roode. Wasted the last fucking 5 years of his career in WWE, but I actually thought Bobby Roode was a decent TNA champion. Now, was he really main event level? Perhaps when, a lot of the actual stars leave, I could see him as a champion, but I still think, when they put the belt on him, Kurt Angle's wrestling full time. So for me, that's a problem. The belt going on like Roode when you still got Jeff Hardy and Kurt Angle there. Now I totally get they need to create new stars, right? And I think Bobby Roode is part of Beer Money. I thought Beer Money were great, but I just didn't really think it was Bobby Roode's time to win this world title. You'd think they'd at least give him a run with a minor title first. I know TNA didn't really have one. X Division, Impact, Legend. I don't know, Global, you name it. They could have gave him something else.
GFW.
But, overall, he had a good run.
I'd put him in okay.
Yeah, I think okay is enough for me.
I would never describe it as great, though. So.
No, okay for them. I remember his feud with James Storm was really good, but to me, he's a tag team wrestler, so.
Yep. I like the fact half these guys got their heads cut off.
Yeah, it makes it makes it harder to realize. Well, no, I can tell, right? See anyone who's fucking good, you can have the head cut off and you know who it is.
Yep.
Like, look at that guy holding the belt there. You fucking know who that is, right?
Yeah, I know.
Whereas you get to him, you're probably struggling.
Magnus. Is it?
Well, the only reason I knew it was Magnus because I found out that wasn't Magnus. Anyway, up next we've got Austin Aries. Won the belt from Bobby Roode.
This was the downfall of TNA.
I agree. See when this guy won the belt?
So I'm going to put it in terrible. Fuck him.
Terrible?
Yes.
Terrible, but better than Sami Callihan?
You know what? I think he's better than Sami Callihan.
I was going to put him in bad, but I can understand why he's terrible.
He is better than Sami Callihan, right? But this guy is he thinks he is somebody. He's pish.
He was kind of around TNA. He thought he was a TNA punk.
Yes.
He just wasn't.
No, put him above Callihan, but I would have no problem putting him below him.
I can see you've no problem putting him below Callihan.
I put him above him. He's better than Callihan, but I just feel like his title reign almost killed TNA. Well, basically did, not almost.
I think you can make a case
It was
for
the
going-
start of giving the belts to like Callahan, and this prick up next, who's going in behind Callahan.
Chris Sabin.
Nah, get him in the fucking bin. Kicking out the 3D. Fucking, I don't even care if it was a tag team partner or if it was him. I don't.
No, it was Chris Sabin, I think.
That makes even. I get him bottom. Get him bottom.
It's hard to imagine this guy actually became world champ. And
Who'd-
Devon, didn't he?
Who'd he beat?
Billy Ray.
Right, yeah, bottom. Fucking bottom.
No, I think from what I've seen, I think Sammy Callahan's better. Like I haven't seen much Impact in recent years, but I would definitely say he was better than. I'd put Sammy Callahan above Chris Sabin.
Yep.
Up next with Alberto Del Rio, but in
Alberto
TNA,
El Patron.
all known as Alberto El Patronio. And what have you got to say about his TNA run? Again, it was fucking
boring.
lackluster. I mean, it was not like. See if he came into TNA in 2010 when the roster was star-studded. It might not have seemed that bad, but he came into TNA when it was like on its last fucking legs,
2015,
when it was dying. And I would have to say that
Terrible.
I would have to say he's below Austin Aries. Like I've got to be fair. Like I can't.
I would too.
That's alright. But above Sammy Callahan, or
Yeah.
alright, there you go. Boom. Up next we have Magnus. Didn't know he was champ, but apparently he was.
Put him above Chris Sabin.
Anything else to add about Magnus, or? I mean, I like the British invasion, but is he world champ material?
Yeah.
No. I mean, maybe on NWA Power where you've got nobody, but I mean, surely there was somebody better in the company at this time than
I
Magnus.
know. Right, next up with Bully Ray and
I'm gonna put. I think Bully Ray was better than Bobby Roode.
I'll
as
put him
world
in
champ.
great.
I think great's fair enough. The Aces and Eights.
You know what?
What a storyline.
He's not god tier, but I feel like in that time he was like single-handedly almost fucking carrying the company.
It was great, the Billy Ray stuff. And the Aces and Eights. And I mean, team up with Hogan just to fuck him over in the end. So, big up Billy Ray. Thought he was great. I mean, definitely. I mean, the Dudleys at this stage had done all they can.
Yes.
And I think he needed a singles run. And probably no one thought Billy Ray would, Bobby Ray would go on to be a world champ. Because normally, it's not often you go from like being a part of a successful tag team to a, world champion. But he did. He reinvented himself, and Billy Ray was a great character. So,
Yep.
Yeah, we'll put him up there. And he cuts a great promo as well.
Damn
And
right.
he's good in the ring for a big man as well, like a fat guy. Anyway, he's going to be in
I
the
thought
great.
Van Damme was Ken Shamrock there, but we'll move on. And next up we've got, is that Ken Anderson?
It is Eli Drake.
Jesus.
A lot of people compare this guy to The Rock.
Well, I don't know one thing about his reign. I think he does have something about him, but this is off the reign, and I think it's terrible. What happened here?
I can't remember it either. Like, if I'm being perfectly honest, where are we putting him?
I put him above El Patron.
Above El Patron?
Aye.
I'm just going to assume El Patron's reign was boring as fuck.
Yes.
Right.
Oh. You assumed right. Next up.
Next, Big Money, Matt.
I put him fucking.
No, at this time, the Matt Hardy stuff was like the only good stuff
You know what?
on TNA.
Oh, TNA. Probably just in wrestling. And you know what? I'll put him in great, but I'll put him below Bubba Ray.
Yeah, but I don't think when he had the title, he wasn't Broken Matt Hardy, was
Was
he?
he not?
No, it was Big Money Matt.
Ooh, that's changed it. Oh, that's changed quite a lot there.
Not remember he had Tyrus, the babysitter?
I'll put him above Bobby Roode. I mean, Bobby Roode probably had a better run, but I just prefer Matt Hardy.
No, I think Big Money Matt's title reign was alright.
Alright then. Is this Eric Young up next?
Aye.
Above Chris Sabin.
Below Magnus.
Oh no! If you can't see the decline here.
I know, look when TNA was in glory days, this guy was coming out with a goofball gimmick when fireworks went off, he was shitting himself and falling down. And then 10 years later, he's fucking world champ. I mean, like, what the fuck, I mean, oh man. Like, seeing WWE, it didn't seem 2004, Eugene wasn't champion, and then fucking, 7 years later, I mean, Eugene wasn't a retard in 2004, then 7 years later, he was world champ. It just never fucking happened.
Nope.
Whereas this guy, in, 2008, is a retard, that, fast forward 7 years, and he's world champion,
Aye.
he's ruthless.
Next up.
He comes to WWE, sanity.
Where'd that go?
Trash.
Right, next up.
Well, it worked alright for Nikki Cross.
Aye, it did, mate. Nicky Arch. Next up with EC3
Trouble.
I'll put him in between Matt and Bobby.
I think he had a better run than Bobby.
Well, I just said that, didn't I?
Anything else to say about his run?
I kind of similar to Matt.
Was a wee gimmick.
Kind of similar to Matt and Bully Ray. I mean, when he had the belt, it was carrying TNA, not like the rest of these guys.
I'll be honest, when he had the belt, I wasn't watching TNA, but
no, I wasn't really.
But I can imagine if I was watching it, he'd probably be the better.
I feel like around that time, it was like him, Matt, the Dudleys. It was Angle. That was it. That was your whack.
I agree. Up next, we have Eddie Edwards.
Last.
Behind Chris Sabin.
Aye, because
the reason I'm going to put him behind Chris Sabin is...
I could batter both of them.
The reason I'm going to put him behind Chris Sabin is... I thought the Motor City Machine Guns were actually a good tag team.
Yeah, this guy's just...
I thought the American Wolves were pish.
Glad you knew their name. I didn't. And the fact he replied to you on Twitter just sums up
everything. It was his tag team teammate.
It just makes it even worse. Right, anyway. Next up.
Fuck Davey Richards, man. I'd batter him.
Right,
thinks he's a tough man because he has his fake fights.
Next up with Kurt Angle.
God tier.
Down. Aye, alright.
I like this being TNA theme. No, Kurt, I mean, like, see when Christian went to TNA, there was like a, and obviously Sting went and there was a, but I think Kurt Angle, TNA cross. That's when TNA, I think, crossed the line and went from being.
And you could argue when he left, it's when they came back across. I think
the line just disappeared. It was like one of those fucking the foams. Someone just came. Jeff Hardy came and snorted the line that was going. The line never seen again. No, I think. I don't think TNA was really like. I wouldn't have considered it the second biggest company. To me, it was like an alternative, but it was like, I think when Kurt Angle went, TNA suddenly became like the second company to WWE.
Yeah, it kind of felt like a house show.
Well,
vibe, so it kind of felt like a glorified ROH.
Yeah, it felt like an ROH on TV, in my opinion.
Aye.
But I think when Angle went, I actually legit thought of it as a. Then Angle went and everyone else went. But then
well, I get your point, but I do feel like in 2005 it also went up a gear with Christian, the Dudleys.
I just said it did.
Yeah, I know.
But I think when Angle went, that's when it went from, this company's going places to holy
let's
shit.
Just give credit to the other people.
Well, we are.
But I'm saying, say Angle came in before any of them came in, you could argue the exact same thing.
Yeah, but I think if Angle went in, they would have noticed the impact straight away.
Yes, but alright, we'll move on.
Pun intended.
Kurt's the man.
Pun intended.
Impact.
Impact.
Drew Galloway.
To tell you what, if it was his WWE run, his WWE World Title reign, it'd be fucking going in terrible.
I would say this is good. Like,
no, I'm happy to
say bad.
I'm happy to put him in bad. Yeah, not else to say. I'm going to put him in bad because
he's shite.
Aye. Up next, Rob. No job. Rob is that guy likes to call him. What's his name again? We'll give him a shout out.
No Job Rob.
No, the guy makes all those fucking fids. He calls Rob Van Dam No Job Rob. Apparently Rob Van Dam only lost like one match in a year. Clean.
Marky 123.
Aye, Marky 123. He makes good fid, guys. So go and check him out. A funny guy. Although sometimes there's a secondary guy in the channel and he's absolute pish. So don't be checking him out. Come and check us out, but don't be checking that other guy out. Marky 123's alright, but his tag team partner's shite. It's like he's Shawn Michaels and the other guy's Marty Jannetty. Anyway, let's talk about Rob Van Dam here. I mean, obviously, I don't think his run was that great. He comes in, wins at half Adrian the first night, and he does well, but then he ends up getting taken out with fucking Janice.
And there was like tomato ketchup over him.
And he was dead.
What happened to Van Dam and TNA? Is that it? Was that actually it? Was that him going after that?
No, he came back. He just never got the belt again, I don't think. Or did he?
I remember that.
I think it was like, would he put him in great or would he put him in top of okay?
I'll put him top of okay.
Top of okay.
I wouldn't say it was great, like.
No. Up next with Tessa Blanchard, I think she is going. How far down the bottom though?
It's a woman winning the men's fucking belt.
But is she really worse than Eddie Edwards?
That's very true.
Apparently, she had a great match with Sami Callihan, if that counts. And she's her second name's Blanchard. I think she's
the real Blanchard's pish, and he'd go fucking.
The only reason, I mean, see, hold on. See, if it wasn't for Ric Flair, she wouldn't have been fucking employed. Never mind champion.
I know.
She only got over because her dad got over fucking riding Ric Flair's coattails.
Exactly.
And I'm going to say that about every member of the fucking Horsemen, right? I don't mind Arn Anderson. To me, is the second best of a overrated bunch. But he's not that good.
No.
I think Arn Anderson, seeing I'm watching Raw in 2002 and he's like Ric Flair's sidekick, I think he works well as Ric Flair's sidekick. But you take Ric Flair out of the equation.
And he's just some guy.
Hold on. Say Ric Flair says, "Oh, my mental health. I'm taking a month off work." He says, "Arn, you're the new GM of Raw." Could you imagine 4 weeks at Arn Anderson as the GM? It'd be shite.
Double A batteries.
Can you need them? Duracell. I'm not putting her last. I'm putting her second last.
Yep.
This guy's a piece of shit, and his teammate, I'd bar him. I'd like to see it. Fucking Fog Wrestling versus the American Wolves.
Let's go.
Probably more money in our bank accounts than those two. Oh, one of us. Anyway, up next we've got the phenomenal AJ Styles. His run came in 2009, and what a run it was. Like, he must have held up. I won it in that Fatal 4-Way match at Bound for Glory. Sting was like, "I don't want the belt." Remember that?
That was weird, wasn't it?
I had like Matt Morgan beat, or was it? No, it was Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle's laying in the ring,
Aye.
and Sting just looks to AJ and he's like, "I don't want the belt," and jumps on top of Matt Morgan. How the fuck was Matt Morgan in the main event for the world title?
I know what's going on
That was in
here.
2009. The shit print,
I need to watch
the
TNA.
blueprint, Matt Morgan. I mean, let's buy the network. Do more. That's more reviews. But wait, how was Matt Morgan in the title picture? 2009, Bound for Glory.
It's probably something to do with the series, Bound for Glory series.
I think they had done.
Maybe he
2009.
won it in a fucking raffle.
No, I think Hulk Hogan will bring that out. I think that came out in Hulk Hogan. Yeah.
Well, he was in 2009, was he?
No, late 2009 maybe. No, 2010 Hulk Hogan.
Alright, well. No, because Brett came back, was it not? I thought Brett came
Aye,
back
Brett came
late
back
2009.
No, 2010.
Right, anyway, fucking AJ, where's he going? Great.
I think AJ was great, right? Overall, you'd put him above Bully Ray, I think. But no, I don't think for a title reign.
No.
I think Bully Ray's title reign was better. So I'm going to put AJ. Now, don't get me wrong, AJ probably had fucking every match was great. Like, I'm not going to lie, but for me, I think when Bully Ray had the title, he brought prestige back to the title. Even though AJ did win the belt after Bound for Glory as well, so I mean, I guess there's that. But nah, for me, Bully Ray, I think Bully Ray's great. Fuck it.
I wasn't really a fan of the whole AJ Styles. He's got a beard and he walks about with the black jacket on.
My evil ways down.
Right, next up.
I thought TNA was going to shite at that stage, but fuck me. See, you look at it now and you're like, holy
I
fuck.
know.
I mean,
Talking about
bang bang.
how the
Down,
fuck this
down.
guy win the belt.
Yeah, I believe he climbed out the steel cage and beat Sting.
It was awful.
Locked out. I watched that last night, or 2 nights ago. So,
What, the pay-per-view?
aye.
Was it good?
Oh, I skipped through it. Like I say, watched it. Like I skipped through it.
Why wouldn't you just watch it?
I might watch it like the review for it. Who knows? Up next,
Ah, you're useless.
so we've got Mick Foley. Bang bang. What a guy? I mean, never thought this guy was going to get his hands on a world title, but he did. I mean, I remember like about 6 months ago, he had that championship scramble. Was he not in a scramble? No, he was in a 5-way match. Remember him, Booker T on Raw? It was him, Booker T, Carlito, Cena, and some
Bobby
other
Lashley.
fucker. And they were all done. Well, Booker T was kind of half-assed, and Foley could barely walk.
How did the fuck did that match even come together?
I don't know, but how the hell do you go from that to him being TNA champion in 6 months' time? But unfortunately, Foley used up all his dates straight away.
So that was his last, one of his last WWE
Yeah.
matches.
Unfortunately,
Up until his 12 Rumble.
I think Foley's title run could have been a lot better, but he used up all his dates straight away and then had to take time off, so he had to take the belt off him. But here, I thought it was memorable.
But, alright, no, I
Him and
get,
Sting.
I get that's contractual.
Joker Sting.
But why couldn't they just like
Here, I'll pay you more money, Foley, you're champ.
or just
Foley's a mark, he'd have worked for free.
I don't know.
Anyway, as for Foley, I'm going to say it was nice to see him, right? But realistically,
bad.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it was fucking awful. It wasn't awful, but it was bad.
I'm going to put him last, okay, no?
Okay, alright, fair enough.
Because it's Mick Foley. I'm not putting him bad.
Bang bang!
Up next with James Storm, the Cowboy. By the time he eventually...
Put him above Foley.
Hold on here. Did he only have one reign?
I think so.
Wait. Yeah, he did. Did he not just beat Angle, then he lost it in his very first defence? Bobby Roode turns heel, smashes him over the head with the ball. I don't think he ever wins it back.
That was a pretty good moment, but put it bad.
No, what? I'm not putting it bad. He beat Kurt Angle.
And then he lost it in his first fucking defence.
Yeah, I know, but it
Put him in front of Foley.
it basically broke up. No, fucking no, man. Put him bang Foley.
Why? What's the allegiance to Foley here?
Like you
He's a
say,
fucking
like you say,
lefty.
he'd won match and he fucking lost.
No, fair enough. Right, Johnny Mundo.
Did he
Or
not?
Johnny
Guy was-
Impact.
Oh, I remember this. This guy beats this fucking guy here and this guy can't take it. And after
And he knows sells it.
yeah, he just gets up and walks off.
What a
And
fucking
flips off the
arsehole.
crowd. I mean, just burying Johnny Mondo. And for that, I'm sorry, Mondo, right? You were probably a bad champ. You were probably a terrible champ, but I'm putting you top of terrible because...
Should have
this.
fucking battered him.
I know. Yeah, could you imagine you'd done that on someone who fucking they might have got battered? It's so unprofessional. Like, I mean, who cares if you're pissed with the company? I mean, it's no fair day on this guy here, is it? Even if there was only 2 people watching, it was
I
like...
can't even think. I can't like. I mean, take the fact that it's a world title match, but I can't even think of something
Like,
like that.
look at Jeff Jarrett, like, went thinging McMahon for that money. After China pinned him, he could have got him walked out. But he didn't.
It's all about respect.
You know what I mean? This guy thought he was some Austin. He's shite. Fuck me. The only thing I can remember him doing is rubbing his crotch in Christy Hemi's face, and that's not really something you probably want to be remembered for, like, you know what I mean? So, that's what it is. At least when Rikishi rubbed his ass in people's faces, it was probably, you know, it was probably consensual.
Aye, right, yes, fair enough. I get you. That's the word he's looking for.
Is it?
I was not. Yes, consensual. Yes. Right. Well,
okay.
next up with Samoa Joe, and then
No, he's fucking fat.
There's ground.
It's kind of sad Scott Steiner's not on this list. I could have been going straight to the top tier.
I think Joe's pish.
I thought his run was alright though.
I can't even
The
remember.
Nation of
when did he have
Violence, 2008, beat Sting for it, did he not?
it? Aye, but was that not where he was wearing the tiger camel pajamas? No.
No.
Was that early?
That was
Later?
after, that was
Like
later.
2009 with the.
I thought
the-
Joe's run was alright. Like,
I'll put him above Foley then.
Yeah, there you go. Boom.
Right, next up with a guy I don't know, so you say his name.
Hold on. I'm putting Joe above Bobby Roode. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, I'm putting Joe above EC3.
Fuck me, right? It's right. Is that it?
Aye.
Finals. Is that, who's that?
Ethan Cage.
Ethan. Oh, with the Terminator.
Brian Cage.
Poundland Terminator.
Aye.
here?
Aye.
Fuck below, above Blancard.
Above Blancard.
Nah, I mean you can't come out dressed in tinfoil and think you're a fucking tough man.
Wait, I think Blancard beat him to defend their championship.
I put him below her then. That's fucking atrocious. Right, next up with a guy with a mask.
L Pentagon Dark.
Aye, well, El Pentagon, your ass in the terrible, son.
How terrible is he?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put him above Eddie Edwards. Because why not? Yeah. Up next with the Icon Sting. I mean, I love Sting, but I don't remember.
Love Sting? He's alright, like.
I don't love it. No, he's overrated as fuck. I don't like you think about it. I always thought Sting was overrated. Like, what I meant to say is, good wrestler, respect the guy. Definitely helps being in AEW, like, because that show's shite. And
I
I
put him
thought
above Joe.
he did a lot for TNA, but I don't remember one memorable run. Like,
I
with the
remember
belt.
him getting DQ'd against Abyss in a world title match
Belt,
with Genesis
belt.
2006 with the barbed wire tables or something.
Aye,
I mean that.
above Joe.
Aye.
I'm
I
next.
like but let's be right. See, he's like iconic, the icon, right? He doesn't really have that many moments. Name me a Sting moment. I mean, they're not. They're not.
Him looking at the rafters.
Him sitting on top of the fridge backstage in TNA. That's fucking brilliant.
How come Ric Flair's not on this list? Did I just
I don't know.
see the
Right, the
world?
almighty Bobby.
Bobby Lashley. I'm going to be honest, I didn't watch much TNA during this run. I really did not watch much TNA during this run, but I could assume that he probably carried the show. Like. I think I'll put him okay. I'm going to put him bottom okay. I just didn't watch it. That Jeff Hardy, I thought had a great run, especially when he was part of Immortal.
Wait, did he lose the belt though when he was the junkie, or was that when he was challenging? When he had the drug, he was drugged.
I was saying he's trying to get it back. He lost the belt on Impact.
Yeah, he did have a good run.
He
That's
lost the
all
belt.
right.
He lost the belt to Impact on Sting, and then they were like, "We weren't ready, so now you're going to fight it. You're going to get the rematch." Then Bischoff
Jeff's
comes out and
not
goes,
ready though.
Bischoff comes out and goes, "On Impact, the network screwed Jeff. He didn't know, so we've made some changes, so you don't know, Sting. This match is now a no disqualification match." And then boom, Bischoff gets punched out, and then Hardy gets pinned after like 30 seconds.
Why could just pull the guy out the match?
This-
Fuck.
I was going to say they could have sent Matt Hardy out, but he was probably fucking drugged at his brain
I know
as well.
they literally had a #1 contendership match that night. So why not just Oh, Jeff.
He gets attacked backstage.
Jeff's
or-
been run over. We need. I mean, something. You don't send a guy out like that.
I wonder if they refunded people that bought that show.
No, but it's not even like.
No?
It's not even like. It's some. To me, Jeff and Matt, they are kind of just like your hippie wasters. It's not like it's someone you could trust on drugs. Like, I think Shawn Michaels drugged out his head could still put on a good performance, but not the Hardys. I don't. There's just something about Jeff.
I think Shawn Michaels is the kind of guy that even if he was his brain on drugs, I think he would make sure that he wasn't wiped out enough so that he could turn up, have his match, cut a promo, then make it the arena before dying. I think same with Kurt Angle on all these fucking pills. As much as to say, oh, Kurt Angle was he was going to die, he was doing this, he was doing that. Did you ever notice it on telly?
Exactly.
He was professional enough. Whenever he was on TV, he was professional enough. Now, can you say the same about Jeff
No,
Hardy?
I guarantee you there'll be like a dozen times you're watching TNA and you're like, fuck, he's a...
I know what, but I remember that was his first.
Yeah.
That was the first up. This was the first time Jeff
How
really.
many times have we looked at Scott Hall? How much drugs are you on?
No, I
buddy?
think this was the first time Jeff Hardy ever turned heel as well. I remember it was a triple threat, and then he hits him with a chair.
No.
And then he's obviously the champ, and I really like the design, the title. I mean, I think it was a very creative belt. I'm willing to put Jeff Hardy in the God tier.
Yes.
I thought it was a great.
Below Angle,
I thought it was a below Angle, but I thought it was a great run, and I think it's better than his run in WWE.
Yep,
You know?
definitely.
Thought it was fantastic. And up next with Mr. Anderson. What do you think of Mr. Anderson?
He was alright.
I think it's some good stuff. I think he had some good moments in TNA, but I don't think it involved the world title.
No, it was all aces and eights.
Yeah, his Aces and Eight stuff was good. Then remember that feud he had with Angle was really good. Remember that when he was spitting on the dog tags.
Yep. The dog tags.
Yeah, no, Americans spitting the dog tags. See, back then he was a heel. He was getting booed.
Now he'd be getting cheered.
See if he went to a TNA show now. I guarantee you, see if he like spat on American dog tags, they'd be cheering him. Or AEW, wouldn't they?
Goddamn right, probably. Probably would. Either would, but when did he even hold the belt? Tell me, big man.
I think he'll beat Jeff Hardy for it.
Did everyone on this list beat Jeff Hardy? How many times did Jeff Hardy have the belt?
I don't know. Fuck it. Right, Mr. Anderson, I'm going to put him in okay.
Aye.
I'll put him above Foley.
But you can definitely see a trend here.
What's the trend?
Early TNA, I say early TNA, 2006 to 13, and then it's just 14 onwards.
Yeah. Basically, if you held the belt past 2014, you were absolute shite. And that's pretty much how we're going to end it here.
Unless your name's Big Money Matt.
Big money, Matt. My money, big money. You should have had it during the Broken Era.
I know.
But anyway, that's it. Till next time.
Peace.
Anyway, actually, no, before we go, let us know what you think of our list. Let us know if you could put Eddie Edwards any higher than what we've got him, which is currently dead last, because I don't think you can.
No.
I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to stick my head on the line and say that Eddie Edwards cannot go higher. And if he can, it's like one or two places max. And even then, you probably got to be Eddie Edwards' biggest #1 fan. And on that note, if you want more tier lists, make sure you like this video, comment down below, and we'll catch you down the line. Till then, though, peace.